China is the top country to find unusual and interesting cuisine. As a storied culture, Chinese citizens have created thousands of years' worth of unique dishes, and the modern trading system has only boosted innovation. If you're looking for the best travel destination for trying new delicacies, China is the best stop for you. But what makes China the best for trying new dishes? What are their most famous and unusual delicacies for foodies? And do you know what dishes are only found in its country of origin? Welcome to Daily Foodie TV, the place for all your foodie tips and inspirations. Here's our list of the 7 most unique and unusual dishes you can find only in China. Number 1. Giant octopus. Many people know that octopus is a common Chinese delicacy. The Chinese citizens have used octopus in a variety of dishes that makes anyone's mouths water. But there's a fun twist to this Chinese dish because it's not dead. Yeah, this giant octopus cuisine is served still alive, and it fights back as you try to eat it. The squirming and writhing octopus slithers in your mouth and down your throat as you eat the delicacy. But although it may seem like fun and games, this dish can actually be quite dangerous. The octopus suction cups can attach to the roof of your mouth and throat to become a choking hazard. Maybe that's why you can only find it in China. Number 2. Snake soup. Giant snake soup is a Chinese delicacy that requires a very intensive process to create. The handling of a snake is never easy, but fighting to clean it and make it edible is an even harder task. The dish started as a wealthy food only for luxury purposes traditionally, before trickling into other class diets soon after. The soup has even been used for medicinal purposes to boost blood circulation and fight arthritis. But there is a possibility that if the soup is mishandled or not thoroughly cleaned and cooked, you can contract disease, so tread carefully. Number 3. Giant rainbow lobster. The giant rainbow lobster is true to its name, being very large and colorful. The seafood is a Chinese delicacy that takes a lot of effort to prepare and cook. Because of the danger involved in preparing the dish and the time spent fishing for it, eating rainbow lobster for dinner is very costly and will put a hole in your wallet. This dish, costing upwards of $600, is one of the most expensive dishes in the world. But you definitely get what you pay for, because this luxury dinner has been reviewed by diners as an exquisite meal with amazing presentation on top of the taste. Number 4. Century egg. This dish is one of the most unusual Chinese dining options we've ever heard of. Sometimes referred to as the preserved egg, this meal takes months to develop and ripen. The century egg originated in rural China when a farmer found duck eggs in muddy water that had been preserved over time. He loved the taste and worked to recreate the magic, thus bringing the century egg to his country's limelight. To make a century egg, one soaks duck, chicken, or quail eggs in a mixture of lime, salt, black tea, and burned wood ashes. You allow the eggs to soak anywhere from 7 weeks to 5 months to get the same effect. Although the sight of a century egg can be unsettling because of its green color, many say the food is an amazing twist on the protein dish. Number 5. Beggar's chicken. This savory meat dish is very famous in the Hangzhou city. Usually this meal is served in a lout leaf with a hearty side of rice and vegetables to go with it. The food isn't what makes this dish very unusual, but the way the meal originated. Beggar's chicken originated from a beggar's story in Hangzhou, China. The beggar had a chicken to eat, but no equipment to cook it other than a knife and fire. He proceeded to gut the chicken before wrapping it up in yellow mud and roasting it on the fire. When he peeled the wrapping away, the feathers of the chicken fell off and he decided it was prepared for consumption. Thus started the origins of the beggar's chicken, and one of the most famous Chinese delicacies you can enjoy in the country. Number 6. Black stinky tofu. This meal doesn't sound very appealing to most, and is certainly not for the faint of heart or stomach. The smell alone has been compared with rotting garbage, so you have to be prepared if you want to eat this dish. Although it isn't the most appealing smell, stinky tofu is a popular snack food in China, and you will find it from many street vendors on your visit. The dish is made from tofu combined with vegetables, fermented milk, and some form of meat or fish-based brine. The ripest stinky tofu only comes after the food is allowed to sit in the brine for a few months. The snack is usually served fried and cubed, skewered onto a stick by vendors. Many compare the sensation of eating stinky tofu to biting into soft melted cheese. So if you were in the streets of China, you should definitely give this delicacy a try, despite the smell. Number 7. Fried bee pupae. This dish has a weird name and is an unusual dining option for most, but it is very nutritious with high protein and low fat. The most common way to eat this meal is to wait until the bee pupae is fried golden. But you can also eat bee pupae as a crispy cake, steamed or stir-fried. And there are other insect options to try in China as well, including scorpion, grasshopper, spider, centipede, and black beetle. And that wraps up our list of the 7 most unique and unusual dishes you can only find in China. Did any of them surprise you? Hit the like button if you found a new meal to add to your foodie bucket list. Do you plan to try one of these delicacies, or have you had them before? We'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss another video from Daily Foodie TV, the place for all your foodie tips and inspirations.